What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we're doing my first ever movie review. I've always wanted to do this, but I never really did it. I don't know why, but what better way to start off my first review series with Wonder Woman, a movie that I found to be really good, a movie that I thought was one of the best, actually my favorite superhero movies ever. I'm sorry Dark Knight, I'm sorry Logan, those were my other two. Anyways, let's get straight on the review. Hopefully you guys like it. If you do, leave a like, and if it's not the greatest, then just hold on with me because I'm gonna get better in the future, if you know what I mean. You're never gonna be perfect when you first do something. Anyways, first of all, I want to talk about the director, Patty Jenkins. She did an amazing job. Thank you for giving us finally a great DCEU movie. Also, she's one of the very few women directors who had a budget over $100 million, but she deserves every single penny because she killed this movie. Moving on, we got to talk about Gal Gadot, who absolutely owned this role and killed it. Like, when she was first casted as Wonder Woman in Batman vs. Superman, a lot of people were iffy about her, thinking that she wasn't going to do too well. And then in Batman vs. Superman, she did a great job. But this movie, she blew everyone away with her performance. I found it to be one of the best performances ever. Anyway, she proved them all wrong. So the first act of the movie starts off at the mascara, and you see the evolution of Princess Diana, aka Wonder Woman, aka Gal Gadot. And I really like seeing origin stories. Like, to me, that is the most interesting thing, because seeing where a superhero starts off and how they got to where they are is one of the coolest and most interesting things. Take Captain America, for example. I like the first movie the most out of all three of them, even Civil War. That's pretty crazy, but that's just my opinion. Then when she's in the mascara, you see Chris Pine's character, Trevor, come out of nowhere with a plane, and he's coming from the war, and he's completely lost, and you see Diana help him out and teach him about herself and where she lives. So it's really cool to see that dynamic of him being really confused. They had great chemistry in this act. Then Chris Pine tells her all about the war and how he needs to go back, and she really wants to help. First, she goes to her mom and tells her that she's going. And then her mom's like iffy about it, but then her mom finally realizes towards the end of the act, she has to let her daughter go and stop the bad people, if you know what I mean. So her mom finally comes to realization. Moving on to the second act, and they finally make it to London, and Wonder Woman is completely lost and innocent. Like, she's unaware of this whole new world. She thinks she's the normal one there, but she's nowhere near normal. Everyone looks at her like, what is she doing here? Why is she even in this room? Like, she went to a conference room once, and then all the guys are like, what? Like, I found it really funny with all these jokes, like, of her finding out this whole new world. And also, Chris Pine teaching her showed the great chemistry they had. Like, it was just perfect cast. Like, these two worked so well together. Whenever they were on screen, I was like, let's go. Give me more of Chris Pine and Wonder Woman Gal Gadot on screen. They just worked really well together. And obviously, the last thing I want to talk about this act is No Man's Land, and that was one of the greatest action sequences I've ever seen in a comic book movie. It gave me goosebumps throughout the entire scene. Like, I was like, oh my god. Finally, the third act is the final battle of the movie, and some people had a problem with it because there's a lot of CGI, but it is really understandable. Like, Wonder Woman is a demigod, so she needs to use all these powers and stuff. What do you really expect? Her to not use it? I didn't have a complaint with that, but some people did personally. The only con I did have with this movie, and the only issue, was that the villains weren't as great as I expected them to be. The main reason for that is because the villain didn't really have a lot of screen time, because most of the screen time was for Diana and Steve, which I didn't have a problem with. I liked them together. Like I talked about, their chemistry is really great. But that's one of the flaws. Overall, I thought this movie was amazing. It was really fresh to see a woman as a lead character in a movie, and like, I just like the whole dynamic of her and Steve. This movie, in my opinion, is my favorite superhero movie ever. Like, The Dark Knight and Logan are up there, those two movies, but this just blew it away. Just something I've never seen before, and I like that. I'm definitely going to see this in the future over and over again. This is one of those classics, and I hope the Justice League movie can be just like this. It's serious, but with some jokes as well. Marvel lately have been using too many jokes. This movie nailed it perfectly. I would give this movie a 96, and I really recommend all of you guys checking it out. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. Also, if there's anything wrong with my reviews, just comment below some constructive criticism. I'm always down for that to get better and improve. And that is it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.